Now let's see what is meant by degree of multiprogramming. Okay, degree of multiprogramming. Degree of multiprogramming means maximum number of processes which can be placed in the RAM in our computer. That's what we mean by the degree of multiprogramming, right? See this, we have our RAM. Let us assume our RAM can have at max 3 processes, which means see, our RAM is having some capacity. Okay, if our RAM is having some capacity, let us assume 3 GB or 4 GB or whatever it is. Okay, now within this space, there can be only a finite number of processes can be placed, right? For example, let us assume the size of our RAM is 4 GB. Okay, now let us assume size of a single process equal to, let us assume 4 KB. Okay, and let us assume that it need not be always true, but just for this as example, let us assume that all processes will have the same size. Okay, that is the assumption. Please make a note of it. It need not be true always, but for this example, let us assume that size of every process is same. Okay, now the number of maximum number of processes which can be placed in our RAM is nothing but size of RAM divided by size of a single process, which is nothing but size of RAM is 4 GB, which I can write it as 2 power 32 bytes divided by size of a single process is nothing but 4 KB, which I can write it as 2 power 12 bytes. Okay, so totally I can have bytes and bytes will get cancelled. So I can have at most 2 power 20 processes inside my RAM. So what I can say is the degree of multiprogramming in our computer is 2 power 20. I can have at max 2 power 20 processes in my RAM. Okay, this is what I mean by degree of multiprogramming. Now you might get a doubt what is meant by GB, KB, how did I calculate this and all this. Okay, so for that let's see about what is meant by GB. Okay, see, 1 KB equal to 2 power 10 bytes. Okay, and 1 MB is equal to 2 power 20 bytes. 1 GB equal to 2 power 30 bytes. 1 TB equal to 2 power 40 bytes. And 1 byte equal to 8 bits. Now in order to calculate this, I can convert this 4 GB into bytes. Okay, it will make it much more easier. For example, 4 GB I can write it as 1 GB equal to 2 power 30 bytes. So 4 into 2 power 30 bytes, right? This 4 I can write it as 2 power 2 into 2 power 30 bytes. Okay, now this I can write it as 2 power 32 bytes. This is how I got this 2 power 32 bytes. Okay, similarly this 4 KB I can write it as 1 KB is equal to 2 power 10 bytes. Okay, so I can write as 4 into 2 power 10 bytes. See, 4 KB I am writing it as 4 into 2 power 10 bytes because 1 KB is equal to 2 power 10 bytes. Okay, 1 KB is equal to 2 power 10 bytes. Now this can be written as, this 4 can be written as 2 square, and so 2 square into 2 power 10, which is nothing but 2 power 12 bytes, right? This is nothing, this is what I have written as 2 power, this is why I have written it as 2 power 12 bytes, right? 2 power 32 divided by 2 power 12 is nothing but 2 power 20. Okay, see, let's see about this KB, MB, GB and all this a bit later. Okay, we will be discussing a lot of problems when we see about memory management. Okay, now just to actually explain the concept of degree of multiprogramming, I have taken the small problem. Okay, degree of multiprogramming is nothing but maximum number of processes which can be present in the RAM of our computer. Fine.